Hey everyone, and welcome to another Ask Danielle. It's been a little while since I did the last one, so I decided to ask you guys on Snapchat to send me your questions. Quite a few of you guys sent videos, so if you want to partake in any of these videos in the future, definitely follow me on Snapchat. That's pretty much the source that I go to in order to do these question and answer videos. So, and also if you do send me a video, you're more likely to get in the video. So, got quite a few questions to get through, so let's get started.
Hey Danielle, we want to know how much TV you let your kids watch because he likes TV too much, I think. Also, we love watching you. Love to you and your family.
Okay, so I watched all of your snaps because there was quite a few to go along with it. Yeah, I can totally relate. Mainly the reason that I put my kids on the iPad, we don't really have a TV, but we do, do the iPad or, the internet videos or whatever. Sometimes you don't have much of a choice as a mom, and I don't even know how moms did it before the invention of like television and stuff like that. Like seriously, like not a lot. I don't allow my kids a lot of it. But whenever I actually really feel like I need to get myself together and get something done, or even just do something like create a meal, I can't do it with just like chaos around me. Like, some days I have more patience than others, but some days you just need to get stuff done. And I'd say on average, they're probably on the iPad every single day. I know, at least an hour every day. And it's usually broken up. Like I'll kind of whip it out whenever I just want to get one thing done. And it's usually around the evening time where I feel like I'm going to crack. So I'm not perfect. I always thought I was going to be one of those parents who refuses their kids the TV, but I can't help it. It's just like such a lifesaver. But now with kindergarten, I'm kind of trying to, since they're basically gone all day, I probably won't need it that much anymore because I'm sure my patience level is going to be a lot higher.
What are your thoughts on tofu and vitamin B12? I'm starting to eat healthy, more veggies, vegan style, and I want to know.
Okay, so my thoughts on tofu. I like tofu. I use it from time to time. I know there's some controversy overall about soy products because apparently it has phytoestrogen, so plant estrogen. There have been some studies that show like it increases your risk of breast cancer and whatnot, but there are a lot of studies that also correlate like milk consumption to breast cancer. At the end of the day, I think having soy once in a while or tofu is fine. I do include soy products in my lifestyle now and again. I'm not the biggest fan of tofu, like I don't eat it all the time, but there is like a couple dishes that I think it's really good in. Vitamin B12 is something that everybody should be supplementing with regardless of if you're a vegan or not. As a matter of fact, most processed foods and milks are fortified with vitamin B12. If you do eat animal products, all of the animals that you're eating or the milk that you're consuming is fortified with B12 because they inject it into the animals, because our soil is so incredibly depleted of vitamin B12 that not even the animals are getting enough. So that's just something that everyone should be aware of, I feel like.
Danielle, this is Rocky. So my question is, what is your weekly goal for your workout? My next question is, what is your favorite exercise to do indoors that covers a whole body workout? Do you have any plans to post the recipes of your vegan baking dishes?
Okay, so I think I'll answer the last one first. I do have a lot of goals to post recipes. I just honestly, well, up until kindergarten, I'm hoping that I'm gonna have more motivation to actually film cooking videos, but I also haven't done a lot of like my DIY videos in a while because those are just too difficult to set up with the munchkins. So yeah, I think that I'm gonna start posting more recipes in general, baking included, and then what is a good indoor workout that tones the whole body. So pretty much if I don't go to the gym in the evening, so I typically go to the gym in a work week about 3 times in the evenings, so I usually don't focus too much on workouts during the morning on those days. I do usually do a little bit of yoga, and then Saturday morning I do a gym course. But the days that I don't go to the gym, I do still work out at home. And my routine typically looks like going up and down my stairs 30 minutes for cardio. I live on like a really, really tall building and we have so many flights of stairs, and that really like makes me sweat and gets my heart rate up, and it really tones the legs. And then I just target different areas differently, especially areas that I want to work on. I usually do yoga, and then I do I just pick out a few videos on YouTube to follow. I don't really have anything super specific. I like to mix it up and keep it interesting, otherwise I just get bored. All right, so you guys are being shy now, and I'm gonna have to read your questions now. So let's see what we got. Next question is from Exia Tarot 23. Will you do a yoga challenge with your hubby? And do you ask your kids to speak English with each other? I don't know what the yoga challenge is, but I'll look into it and we'll see if we can do that. And then I don't ask my kids to speak any specific language with each other, but I do ask that they speak English with me because I'm their primary English teacher. Next question is by Yindi. How did you and your hubby do the process of bringing you to Germany with him? Well, the whole process looked something like this. We lived in San Francisco for 1 year. We had a little studio apartment. We were paying up the butt for rent. Nothing compared to what people are paying now for rent in San Francisco, but still pretty bad. We actually pay as much for this place as we did for a little studio apartment in America, or in California, which is just crazy. I was going to school in the evenings, absolutely stressed out to the max, and working as a nanny overtime. So primarily I was just like working as a nanny and just being miserable at evening school, and we just kind of decided to try something different. We kind of came to the conclusion that hubby was basically almost done with his studies. We didn't really want to be apart anymore because it would have been an option for him to come back to Germany and then for me to stay in America for a year while he finished his studies. But to be honest, I don't really know how our future would have ended up at that rate. It was just such a very difficult time in our lives, and I feel like the only thing I really wanted to do was escape. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. It was a mutual decision. We made a list of the pros and the cons, and then we left. Okay, so the final question I'm gonna get to today is from Everly, and it is, if you had a third child, do you think you would move into a bigger place? I would hope so. When we do have our third child, like, I really don't want to do it here. I feel like it's possible to do it here, especially before the child becomes mobile, but I really want a garden, and I'm really ready to move anyway. But I hope that we have a bigger place by the time we have our third child. So that's all the questions I'm going to answer today. I'm a little bit short on time. I've got a lot of things I need to get done before the little kiddos get here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, follow me on Snapchat if you want to partake in the next Ask Danielle, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! I pull out the camera. So it's like one of those moments where you get to kind of see what it's like as a vlogger, that sometimes we do just put on a smile even so the situation is chaos. There was a little bit of chaos and I'm like, Olivia, be quiet! And then I turn on the camera and I'm like... So Olivia makes the same face. She goes, that's right, we put on our fake smiley faces when the camera's out, don't we?